Good morning. Good morning, Jay Parrish. Caramel Latte, Kimberly Black, my queen, my queen, my queen. Let me tell you something about Kimberly Black. I'm going to say this right quick. Good morning, everybody. Everyone in here is special to me because you guys are here to see me, right? And you looking at me in rare form. I don't have to do all that makeup and all that diddy da da. Diva ain't happy, but she'll be all right, you know. But Kimberly Black is a subscriber that goes around to a lot. And when I say a lot, I see Kimberly Black in a lot of places under both of her names. And everybody know who Kimberly Black, this queen right here, this queen right here. So we are from the slave mill. Yes, ma'am. So this lady is a committed supporter to everyone. Everyone. She stays neutral. She's unbiased and she just enjoys the entertainment, you guys. This is what it is. Entertainment. She may drop a couple of comments in the chat, but again, she is a staunch supporter of mine. I'm going to say that. And she supports a lot of other content creators perhaps I don't support, but that's her. That's free liberty. She's free to go where she wants. She's a grown, full-fledged woman. She don't have a gang mentality. I have never heard her say she's this person, she's that person, she's a this, she's a that, she's a gemologist. She just goes where she damn well please. Good morning, Life with Jamila. I got a couple of red cents for you, baby. So, anywho, I like that. And that's where we all should be. Jamil is another one. She says she supports a lot of people. She may not drop down. She's grown. She can go where she wanted to go. You guys, we have to be able to move freely. Stop being intimidated. Stop being manipulated. Stop being slaves and cult mentality people. Go where you want to go. Support who you want to support. When they do something you don't like, just leave. You don't have to announce you leaving, talk about them. If you in a friendship or YouTube ship breakup is done, just leave. We don't have to make videos about them. I'm good for it. People have left me. I don't say anything. I just let them leave because that's their God-given right. Like Spiller Boy say, Pennsylvania privilege or Pennsylvania. You can do that. We all got to stop. When I say we, I just say I generalize it because it's YouTube, our YouTube shit. Stop moving in formation. Go where you want to go. Don't let people rope you into stuff. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to get to that. Just be who you are. Be authentically you. You don't have to sell your soul out for anyone to fit in, to get in. Just be you. I like genuine people. I don't know about anyone else, but I like people who's genuine. I'm not going to lie on anyone. I'm not going to drag on anyone. I'm not going to turn on anyone just to be friends with someone else. I don't like a kiss ass, and I'm going to try to slow the cuss words down because I notice I've been saying a couple of them. But I don't like kiss ass people. I like authentic. I like unapologetically you people. Just be you, and that's what I like. Support who you want to support. Give to who you want to give to. But this is leading me up to say this. We all have been watching. I had a day off. I was watching a couple of shows, so we all was over at this Dovey's house. We all was over there watching. She had quite a few people over there. Big ups to Dovey. But at what cost do you turn your back on people? I was just a little baffled about that as I was hearing some of it. I guess her and this lady was really good friends, or they had a YouTube ship, but it sounds like they had a behind the scene relationship, and this lady really felt that she was a friend. Somehow yesterday, good morning, Queens, Life with Jamila, Queen Diva. I want to acknowledge my gemologist and Regina M. It sounds like she had a behind the scenes relationship with this young lady, and something took place. Y'all all saw what took place, and she decided to turn on the young lady. Did you have to turn on that young lady because you want to be a part of someone else? But numbers excites people. I know here they always talk about the numbers and I'll say it, nimbus, like Miss Pizarro. And so they get so excited and caught up. I told you it's a euphoric feeling that people get so caught up in the hype that they'll just do anything to belong. I had a problem with that. Your show was going good. You was dropping your tea. You was doing what your co-host was telling you to do, because exactly your co-host at that point in time, and you were doing what you had to do. But then you got so hyped up, you decided that you was going to poop on someone else because you were being fed. You were being fed, and you was being fed so fast that you couldn't even keep up with what was going on, you know? And you turned your back on some of your friends. But not only did you turn your back on friends, you also lost subscribers. And I'm going to tell you why. Why I believe that now you have what I call self-sabotage your platform. Because one, you were having a good show. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm just going to tell you what self-sabotage is. And you turned that show, you let that show go so left that it was disrespect on your host. This is my observation. You can't stop my perspective and my perception of things. You let it go so far left that even it turned on your host. Your host was sitting there a little surprised, like, what the fuck? What is going on here? And so that dragging began. But then you basically start telling your supporters who have been there from day one to kiss your black A. That's what I got out of it. So you are going to lose supporters. And remember, when you bite the hand that feeds you, eventually you out there starving. And those people felt like they had supported you, and they had even supported you financially in some aspect. We had a lady come over yesterday. Everybody know Queen Kwani and what went on with her and Butterfly here. I'm never going to let it get so far that you're going to disrespect my house and my mods. Okay. So after they did a little bit, I said, okay, enough is enough. And Kwani always respected me so far. She has always respected me and my wishes and how I run my house and my decorum over here. So they stopped. But anywho, she felt hurt from the start. And I was wondering, why? Hey, baby. Hey, nephew. Kiss the kid. She felt so hurt. And I was wondering, why you have so much angst in you? Why are you so upset? Because people want to support this lady, But I see, again, she told us the behind the scenes conversation, and then that changed the trajectory a little bit, right? It started going this way. And so I see exactly perhaps what she was saying yesterday. She probably felt something was coming, so she moved her and she severed ties with that young lady. I didn't understand it, but now I do. So as I watched this shenanigan go on last night, I said, I see a couple of things here. The co-host is doing well because she's doing her job, what she came to do. So she's doing well. Dovey is doing okay, but she's sabotaging her platform. Because if that young lady doesn't come over there and you lose all your subscribers, and you're not going to lose all your subscribers, because remember, I always say this too, no matter who like me and who doesn't like me, and my subscribers who really rock with me, they're going to be here no matter what. They're going to be here. They're going to correct me and say, hey, it wasn't cool what you did, Miss T, or I didn't like when you did that, or maybe you're doing too much cussing, maybe you're doing so, take a look at what's going on with your platform, and I will respect that, and I take a look at it. So what I'm saying is, she did all that performance for this young lady who by not far, y'all, let me tell you something. She knows everything what's going on. She knows everything of what's going on. She's just doing her job. She's doing her job. Whatever she came here to do, she's doing it. And from what I see and from what I hear out of her own mouth, she's doing it well. She's doing it well. People are getting caught up. People are getting caught up. You don't owe anyone any explanation at any time. You could say, I'm not answering nothing. You're not questioning me. You're not doing it. I'm a grown damn woman. I go where I want. I'm going to say what I want. You're not going to rope me into anything, but maybe that's the power that I have within. That's who I am. So I'm not easily manipulated, but I see what's kind of going on here, how you could easily be sucked in. I spoke with Diva this morning and I was telling Diva, I see some things happening. I need to be very vigilant in what I'm doing and pay close attention because they playing divide and conquer now. Whose team you gonna be on? Whose team you gonna be on? Let me see how I could get this one to believe in what I'm saying. Let me see. And so they pulling each other from side to side. And now she got a hold to some people because I watched some stuff happen yesterday. And I called Diva. I said, you know why that took place? Because that's being controlled. That is being controlled over there. You could best believe it. And so when you see that and you acknowledge that, then you step back. But I'm not sure how you guys are allowing, all this behind the scenes to go on and you trust in these people when you see the same thing they did to somebody else, they go do to you. That's who they are. We all know who Dovey is. Dovey didn't do nothing. Diva said, you got to watch it. I'm sorry, Diva. I got to always throw you on the bus because that's who I talk to behind the scene for real. And Jamil, she said, oh, you got to go watch it. I said, I'm out here spending time with my granddaughter. See, that's my real life. I picked my granddaughter up from school. We went to get some Valentine's Day stuff for her mother and some hair so she could that's my real life. That's my heart right there. So I'm not watching this, Diva. She said, well, hurry up. When you get home, you got to see. They going off on Dovey's plan. When I get home and I finish with my baby, I'll go see. But that's my real life. That's my real heartbeat, my granddaughter. And I had a hell of a good time with her. I had a good time with her. And that's what I set out to do, to pick my grandbaby up. This is not going to stop my real life and the people who really matter in my real life. Queen Diva is my real sister. She matters to me. I have met people on here who I have a friendship with. They matter to me. So that's my real life. So I'm not going to ever turn on them just to get someone else's approval. I'm going there. Yeah, I'm going there. I know I talked about my grandbaby, but here we go. I will never turn on them to get someone else's approval. Even if I got mad at Queen Diva, Jamila, BB Nice, these are people I met, Tita Talks, I'm never going to come down here and speak a bad word of them because at one point I cared about them. And I heard Melissa say that today. Her and someone else fell out, but she'll never come down here, and the other person will never come down here and badmouth because those are mature women. You don't have to earn somebody's approval by kissing somebody's butt and turning on someone else. And that's what I saw that happen last night. I was very disappointed. In fact, at that point, I think I cut it off and said I was done. I was done. Because people don't know their place and they don't know how to play their position. Remember, this is a game. Everybody has a role. Everyone has a position. You just play your position. But don't cut your nose off, and I got a big nose, to spite your face. You bit the hands that fed you, Dovey, just to get good with someone else. So now, when you could have been making money, because if you had these people come and you hit 1,000, 2,000 or whatever, and you could have made money, you could have had that support. This young lady was helping you. Now, she probably only helped you that one day. I don't know. But I'm just saying what I witnessed yesterday. She was helping you. Why didn't you ride the wave? You veered left. You veered left and you let your platform go crazy and disrespect her. I don't care what anyone said. I thought it was a level of disrespect, but that's how people do over here. They let people get on their panels and start cussing, hooping, hollering, and disrespecting the host and the guests and the chat. We don't do that over here, but I'm not telling you how to run your platform. I'm just telling you, you did self-sabotage. Sabotaging yesterday. That's exactly what you did. Because when that show was over, you lost a good amount of subscribers, probably because of the way you flipped and you lied in some cases. See, because I've been watching you. Sometimes I sit in the bushes and I've been watching those people who really supported you. And I'm going to give it to Brianna. I thought it was crappy the way Brianna, went over there and started her live to pull her people, but they roped it back in. VS roped it back in. But they have been supporting you. They were supporting you. Pisa was letting you up there anytime. Bree was letting you up there, even after you called that young lady all these fat bees and all that stuff, because that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Y'all talk about each other. You talk about each other kids. You talk about dead people. You do all that good stuff, that good demonic shit to me. You do that, but then y'all okay again. So they were still letting you up there. You chose to go and badmouth the people on other people's platform, and that's why they let you go. And if you think that co-host didn't know that, the co-host already knew it. The co-host was just doing her job. The co-host was doing her job. I like the way the co-host moves a little bit because I see what the co-host is doing. Hey, thank you for the Cash App, baby. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You have a blessed day too. I see what the co-host is doing. And that's why I'm going to sit back and watch it. But anytime I want to come on here and assess it or speak about it, I am unbiased. I don't care what anyone thinks about Mz.Teavalocity. I am unbiased. When I come down here, I speak on what I see and I speak my perspective of it. And I don't care who likes it and who don't like it. But she was doing her job. She's doing exactly what she came here to do. She's doing exactly what she came here to do. And like I said, she's doing it well because I have been looking. But it's your job to just play your position. And I think you outplayed yourself last night. I think you self-sabotaged your platform when you could have grown from this. You hit a how they do it. You did a missed opportunity. Y'all know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying. A missed opportunity to really get fed off of the feedings that was going on yesterday. You blew it, Dovey. You really blew it. You turned your back on a lot of people, because whether or not you guys was fighting, they still will support you. They still will let you on their platform. You went too left, you went too far. And people was telling you, hey, you going too far. Oh, and you was getting all riled up. Sometimes you have to stop and take a breath and just observe. You never was really reading your room, but I bet you your host was. She had her eyes on that chat because I was there. So I know this is nothing someone told me. I watched it. I thought it was a good show. I thought it went too left. You went too far. You bit the hands that fed you. You bit the hands that fed you. And knowing the situation you in from hearsay and even from, from what you say, Dovey, like I said, I sit up in the bushes sometime and watch. You could have done better and you could have gained more from that opportunity. You just didn't know how because you got overwhelmed. You got overwhelmed. You got so overwhelmed. You just stopped the live basically until you got anything to say. Bye. You didn't even wrap it up right because you were so overwhelmed. When something overwhelms you like that, you have to take a pause sometime. And this is just real life shit. Take a pause, assess what's going on, and then go back to it. Thank you, TC. I appreciate you stopping by. Aisha, how you doing, baby? I get on the rant, and y'all know I can't read the chat. I'm for real and pay attention. So I think it was a missed opportunity. I think you were played. You were definitely played. You got played. Bottom line, how you gonna sugarcoat that? You got played, but you played yourself because you didn't have to do all that. She just wanted to know a little bit. You gave her too much. In my opinion, the little that I have seen, in my unbiased opinion, the so-called co-host is not twisting anybody's arm to do or say the things to people, all the adult people make. Now, that's exactly right. That's what I'm saying in so many words. You didn't have to do all that. She didn't want you to do all that. You overdid it. So to me, it was a sucker play. It was like, and let me tell you about the weakest link. You were the weakest link. You are the weakest link. because you did exactly. If I was playing the game that young lady, your co-host, was playing, you couldn't even be a player on my team. You flipped too easy. You twisted everything. You manipulated stuff because you were being manipulated. I mean, I just got to call it as I see it, because you were being played. And so you played yourself as well. And I think that's a bad choice, Dovey. And you can't make this right. You know why you can't make this right? Because it's not one time, it's not two times, it's several times you have flipped and done that. And when you talk about flipping, Diva and I was having a conversation today. She said, well, Tiva, they might call me a flip flopper. She said, because I go everywhere. I twerk in people's shit. That's not a flip flopper. You just a supporter. You just a subscriber to those channels. You enjoy their entertainment. You know your place. I know you know your place, Diva, because you and I talk about it. And anything that you can't see, I'll show you. And one thing about me and my sister, because again, I always tell you, that's my real sister. One thing about my sister, she respects me and I respect her. And I hip her to some shit. And so now she knows how this game is being played. Hey, Triple Rep. She know how this game is being played. So she sit back and watch it. And now she can narrate to me. See, when I'm driving or doing something, Diva have it on, she narrating to me. She said, but I see what you said, because I look with my third eye as well. There's one up in there somewhere. I look wholeheartedly at what's going on, and then I make an assessment. I'm not mad at Dovey, not at all. I'm just telling the truth. Now I see why that other person felt the way she felt. Unfortunately, that lady, Miss Robeson, I don't know her. I see her support people. I know she was Dovey's mom, but that lady was really upset. You should have not done what you did, Dovey. You were in position to rise, and you, to me, dropped the ball. You did. You didn't have to turn on people. You could have just kept spilling the tea. You know, the lady just kept saying, spill it, spill it. And people was hopping up there, you know, hey, pick me. I want to be seen. Hey. And she was just going, spill it, spill it, spill it. And that's what she was doing. I think you shitted on people you didn't have to, Dovey. You know, and Stacey Robinson, thank you, Triple Red, so I could finish with that. I believe she could have been a true friend to you behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. She was your mod. And you went so deep as to act as if that lady was irritating. Oh, that's her again. That's her again. Oh, that's you did too much. You just did too much, baby. And here go Dovey right here. Dovey, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do what you did. But I'm not here to correct you. I'm just telling you my observation. I think you was in the game, you got excited, and you played yourself. And I do believe that you have, from what I was reading in your chat, like I said, you know, they go back and forth. They'll love you today and hate you tomorrow and love you today. So they'll come back. But at this point right now, I think you have a lot of people who lost respect for what you did. It wasn't so much your co-host, it was you. You did that. Because at the end of the day, I tell everybody this, that's your platform. She was just your co-host doing her job, what she came to do. She said she been watching. She told Brian, I know about you. She said, I know about that. You think I don't know about? So that lets you know the lady been watching. So you didn't have to do all that, baby. Let me read this real quick. Stacey didn't deserve all that, no, but I bet she see now what a lot of us have been seeing. Exactly. Queen Diva, I'm red balling it right now to catch up. Please type and let me know if I missed something. I still have 5 minutes to go. You didn't miss anything. No, ma'am. Dovey, to be honest with you, this is not a back and forth with you. I don't have to go back and forth with you or anyone else on here. I'm telling you my perspective, and you respect my perspective. I'm telling you, I'm calling it like I saw it. So I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you, baby. Okay. You have a platform. If you want to, go over there and drag the dog poop out of me. I don't care. That's not what I do. You know, I don't go back and forth. I don't beef. I'm not dropping links for me and you to go back and forth. I'm going to say what I said and I'm going to stick to it because I'm firm on my belief. And I believe you sold yourself out. You flipped. you did a little bit too much of fabricating. Go look that up. You did a little bit of too much fabricating, and you didn't have to. The lady and you was running a good show. You had Nimbus. You had Nimbus. I think people had started cash apping, super chatting. So you were good, sis. You didn't have to turn on Stacey Robinson to prove anything to your co-host. Your co-host is seeing what's going on. I just think it was a wrong move for me. I think so. Don't think she don't have notes. Oh, yes, she has notes. All due respect. Thank you. Thank you, Dovey, because I ain't over here. I think when you woke up, Dovey, let me tell you something what happens to me. I don't know if you heard my story the other day when I told y'all I had to go to the principal's office. Hey, Don Diva, bossy Don Diva. I had to go to the principal office for something I had did because I told you my NG off, and one of my cohorts just triggered me, and I threw my hands down. I shouldn't have did that, right? So I got called into the principal office because no matter, I work in a high stressful job, I have to maintain professionalism. And at that point, I had lost it. But it was stemming from something else. And I also let my superior know that, oh, this is stemming from this. And she said, oh, I didn't know that. Da, da, da. But let me go on. So I said that to say this. I was called into the office, right? So after that happened, while I'm driving home, after all the chaos and the shift is over, I'm driving home and I'm thinking, you could have did that a better way. You could have handled that a better way. Because I'm telling you, I'm looking for something from them. I'm looking for something from them. So you got to be cool when you blow it, right? So I said, damn, you should have did a better way. You could have handled that a little different, Miss T. So I know you probably woke up today and thought, damn, I could have did something different. If you didn't think that you could have done something different and you could have maintained a little more, and a little more respectful to your host. To your host, to your host and to Stacy, then something is definitely wrong with you, because our conscience should always be and put us in check, right? So I told Diva yesterday, I said, yeah, I'm about to write a letter to my supervisor and apologize because I was out of order. She said, you gonna write a letter? Because I played a game. Because I played the game real well. And yes, I'm a document that I made an apology. See? So, because I'm trying to get somewhere and I need those people to a certain extent to get where I'm going. Do you get where I'm going, Dovey? Do you get where I'm going? That's all it takes. You got to outsmart and outthink some people. They may think they have you, but they don't have you. You doing what's good for you. So I got to do what's good for me. But so I just thought that was bad. I'm glad you respect my opinion and my perspective, baby. I'm not dogging you. I'm just saying, I think we could have did it a different, and now you're going to lose a lot of people when you could have gained people. The sister was putting you on game and you blew it. Hey, Faith, what's going on, baby girl? So you deal with it, Dovey. But if you really trying to grow your platform, let me stop here 1 minute so I don't get distracted. Y'all know I get easily distracted. If you trying to grow your platform, this is just a word of advice. You had it going on over there. We was all running over there because you was having a good show, you and the scooters and the scootettes. And some things happened. You could have gotten back on course. But to me, from my observation, this done pulled you back because now people lost respect for you for what took place at your house yesterday. And when they don't respect your house, normally they don't come. Or when they do come to your house, they do what the hell they want to do. They just do what they want to do because they lost respect for you. And I think that's what happened. From my observation, I could be wrong. Do y'all think I'm wrong? Put me in my place. Good morning, Red Star. You guys can always put me in my place. I accept criticism. I agree to disagree. You may not agree with me, but Dovey made a point. She tells stories that aren't true. I don't know. Oh, that is right. She did say that. Thank you, Jamila. But sometimes you tell stories that's not true that can cost you, Jamila, too. We have to be careful when we telling stories, because stories can cost you, can cost you. And I do believe that Dovey will suffer from this. Maybe not. Maybe the co-host will come over there and keep co-hosting her to get her, the number she need. But if she don't, I think she played a hand wrong. That's just me. That's just me. That was big, Miss T. Yes, I am a big person. I'm a real grown woman. Kwani said it right. Dovey doesn't know when to go live, and she was mad about Nika Bree Pizza going live behind each other. Yeah, it was something behind it. Faye, yeah, I told you that you could fight a bear. Oh, so here's my thing, Miss Tiva. I don't watch Dovey a lot, but I read in the chat Dovey been lying. It's always cool when it happens to someone they don't like, but when it's someone they like, it's a problem. That's with everything, though. This place is built on hypocrisy. It's built on hypocrisy. Oh, if you my favorite content creator, you could do this. You could drag kids. You could talk about the disabled. You could call people. You could dox. You could do it because I like you. You my favorite content. But if it happens to your favorite content creator, that person who did it is a dog, a MF, a BI, the biggest BI this, the biggest punk ussies and all that. We already know it's double standards here. You just play the game, baby, and play your position. Listen, I could come on. Dovey has always been a turncoat. Her mistake was turning on a true supporter. That's it. I think she blew it when she turned on Stacey Robertson, because a lot of us who's been around, we know Stacey Robertson to be a good supporter, staunch supporter of me. So my point is, Dovey been the same. Period. Okay, y'all can have it. Listen, we know Dovey been the same, but sometimes you just go too far. So I got you. Y'all, we not gonna argue about Dovey, because Dovey a grown woman. She got her own platform. She probably don't like what I'm telling her. But I'm telling her she had the ball in her court. She just didn't bounce the right way. Mm-hmm. But that's me. That's me. And it is what it is. That's my perspective of everything. And again, I think sometimes we go too far in our theatrics and trying to please people and trying to perform. We bite the hand that feeds us. And I know people have supported her financially, and perhaps, okay, hold on. Perhaps that will change. Thanks for the Cash App. Thank you again. I appreciate the Cash Apps, you guys. So let's see. It was a bit. It was a bit. Thank you, daughter, here for showing up. Kind of me. It was a bit yesterday. It was a bit. It was a long live. It was a long live. And so now we have to see this beef. Now I want y'all to watch this. Now the beef is really going to start between Kwani and Dovey. It is what it is, because Kwani gonna feel like she was right. She's gonna feel like she was right, and she had a hunch. So we'll have to watch them beef it out. Then we got other beefs starting and brewing. So I want you all to just sit back and watch the show. And remember, don't get so fully invested. I talk about it because I'm a content creator, and it's commentary. It's commentary. Anything happen, I'm commentary. So that's how I saw that. The young lady is coming back doing her job, and people are flocking over, they flocking over her, and she's just doing her job. She's doing what she came here to do. Dovey is a storyteller of this sector. She is a folklore of mixed fiction, truth mixed with all a little bit of story. Sometimes it's not understood, can be confusing. Open minds necessary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. She says she tells stories. Did Dovey even interview us? Viewers, that was the point of her going. I don't know. Like I said, I came in kind of late, but I caught a couple of hours of it. I came in. I'm late. But let me tell you something. It's all entertainment. Enjoy it as entertainment. I think the streets will be on fire. As they say, the streets will be on fire, and they will certainly entertain us. Yeah, look, the sector has been fun. Again, that's for sure. It has been fun for us to watch some of this stuff. Like I say, sometimes certain things trigger me, probably because maybe I'm too serious sometimes, And even though I look at this as entertainment, I also look at it as this is truly people real lives that we see on here. Some of this is not fake. Some of these people are not doing personas. This is people real lives. And it is what it is. And some of the money that's given to these people aid them in living their real lives, helping them sustain. So with that being said, it's very hard when people are begging and scamming and they keep throwing in the word scamming. She's a scammer, he's a scammer, they a scammer, everybody a scammer. It's very hard for us to really support someone who really needs help. It makes me very leery to give people money, go funds, help them get this. They need heat, help them, they need a new furnace, they need new window, they need a new car, it's very hard for me to want to help somebody. And I'm a giving person because it seems like they turn everything into a scam. Everybody's scamming now. Dovey want to be VS friend to do numbers. Okay, I get that. Change is good. Yeah, she want the numbers, but she could have gotten the numbers. It's just the way she did it. You could have welcomed, your people and your mods, kept your mods. At the end of the day, y'all could have been the Scooterettes and the Scootettes or whoever, and y'all could have lived happily ever after, still with the co-host hosting you, helping you out. She said she wanted to help you out, to get numbers. She wasn't too happy when, a live took place and tried to snatch Dovey numbers. She reeled it back in. And everybody went back to Dovey's, So she was trying to help her, but I think some stuff went too far. That's just me. This has been extremely interesting. I move with my own eyes. I don't see what she's doing wrong. No, she's playing a game. She's just a good game player. She's a chess master, I see some right and wrong things, but if that's what this beef sector is about, beefs and division, divide and conquer, then she's playing the game well. She's doing her job. Like I said, I don't have anything against her. I don't care one way or the other. I'm watching it as entertainment. If this is about beef, then she's doing her job, starting a bunch of beefs. She's doing what she came here to do. I don't see why people don't see that. Now, all that other stuff they say she do, we just have to watch and see. I hope some of the stuff don't take place, because to me, the doxing is getting very old. And to me, it's more to the dragging and the gagging. You get more money by doing that than doxing and trying to shame people. Just keep on with the antics. We're loving it, right? We're loving it. Hey there, Clyde. Clyde with that long name. She is definitely playing the game. She is, and people can't be mad at her. You just know the position you want to play. You just stay in your place. That's all. Oh, she's always been the most entertaining. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, because of the scams they have been revealed, people should use their own discernment when supporting others. That should be given in everyone's real life. That is true, discernment. But it's so sad because some people on here may come on here and reach out for help, and a lot of people are not going to be willing to give them help because everyone is going to spin a narrative that is a scam, because we have seen scams. Yeah. Just find out herself. Just find out about her for yourself. Like I said, one way or the other, I'm fine with it. I'm watching the entertainment and I'm doing my thing, and I'm not going to ever stop doing my thing over here, because that's what I do. Oops, hold on. Hold on, you guys. I got to do something. Yep. Hold on 1 minute, you guys. I got to do something. Don't leave. Don't leave. Please don't go. I'm going to drop the link in a few minutes because I'm done with it. But what we not going to do, we not going to sit here and, do all no hooping and hollering. Okay. And let me make it plain and clear. I am my own camp. I'm my own person. I'm not siding with anyone. Now, someone brought to my attention, Mz.Teavalocity. This is what they said. Miss T, be careful. I think they trying to rope you in. No one could rope me in, because before I give up my beliefs, my integrity, my morals, my values, and what my platform means to me, I'll just leave it. I told y'all that many times. This is not my sustainable life right here. This is not it. I don't, make money off this. But if you want a cash app, a super chat is greatly appreciated. But this is not what pays my bills or keep me live. This is not it. However, before I do falter on who I told you I was and what I stand for, like I said, every negative situation, there's a positive that can come out of it. And that's what I do. I'm telling Dovey what my perspective is, but also she can get back up too. Here's the positive part. There's new people coming in the area. If you let people know you're a storyteller, you're a folklore, this is what I do, that's what they gonna come to your platform for. You don't have to do some things. They're gonna come to be entertained by your storyteller and everything, right? Right. So she can get back up. I'm just saying right now she's not looking too good. That's my perspective. Dovey needs some friends her age become she's acting real young. If you think about it, y'all, we in an area where there's a lot of young people at too. And the content creators, some of them are young. I do my commentary, but I ain't fussing with no one. No one on here could make me lose who I am. Right? So I'm going to drop this link. I enjoy it because I watch a lot, but I also missed a lot. Thank you, Mr. I just try to tell the truth, you guys. I just try to be unbiased and just deliver my commentary. You don't hear me starting beefs with anybody. You don't really hear me side with anybody. I'm doing my commentary. Like I went somewhere yesterday and they said, oh, baby, Tracy was fake acting. She was crying. In my heart, I felt it was true. I felt the lady really was crying. I felt her cry. I really felt her cry. Now, whether it was a Oscar or Emmy or some type of performance, I didn't see it like that. I really felt her cry. So, okay, y'all. So I'm almost at an hour. If I don't have to, you still act your age, Miss T. Yes, I do act my age. I'm supposed to. Like I said, I'm never going to compromise who I am for some people on YouTube. Y'all know what I'm about. I don't come on here bragging. I don't tell you what I have, what I don't have. I don't come on here begging. I don't come on here, talking about people. I just come on here and do my commentary, and it's me over here. It's just me over here. I ain't nobody. Aisha, I'm thankful it was a successful surgery. Godspeed on your recovery. Relax and heal. Oh, okay. Somebody had surgery. Okay, have a speedy recovery. That was not a fake. No, I felt it, Jazz. I felt it. I don't think it was fake. I don't think it was fake. I really felt it. And some people could say, feel the way they want. Hi, Blondie Queen. Good morning, Miss T in chat. Stopping by supporting new to your channel. Thank you, Blondie. Appreciate your support, love. I really believe she was crying. Now, some people don't believe it. Some people, think that no. Tracy has a love for this guy, but he don't love her the same. He's not in love with her. She's in love with him. And once she realizes it and know the difference, and I think she'll move on. But right now, that connection is there. That was a for real cry to me. So we was in this chat and I was going, well, to me, it was for real. They was going, no, it was fake. No, I think it was for real. Feel better. Oh, it's Aisha. Feel better, Aisha. Thank you, Sexy Harlem, for coming by. It was lust. We know that, but still lust could get you caught up, Jamila. Lust could get you caught up. Lust could get you caught up. Remember what lust is. It can get you caught up. Hey, Mimi, what's going on, baby? Well, listen. Something is going on, you guys. Something is going on. In my heart, I felt the same, Miss T. I am extreme empath. Tracy cry was genuine. That cry came from the depth of her soul. Y'all keep me blocked, though. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to tell you, I really felt it. I know when people are BSing, I see the game, but I really felt that she was genuine when she cried. Because I think in Tracy's mind, she thought, it's hot in here. I need to open the window. She thought that they was going to unalive that guy because she knew he had been acting irrational. Yeah. So, but it is what it is. You know, they have to deal with that. You guys know I try to do an hour. The streets are on fire. I am going to spend some time with my little ones, grandbabies today. It seems like on my off days, they always want to put their kids on me, you know, but I'm going to do that. Be with my little grandbabies today. So that's why I came on a little early so I could get this done. Yeah. Wait, Jamil is saying, I think it was real. There is no love. Lust is what that connection is, but I don't like seeing our men go to jail. I don't like seeing our men go to jail, and I know everybody is big on that. Oh, I absolutely. Can you guys please put prayer hands in the chat for Aisha? She's the one who's recovering from something. Many prayers to you, beautiful. Thank you for stopping by. Listen, you know, guard your energy. You are healing from something. I don't know what it is. I don't need to know. But don't let this stuff get in your spirit and your energy. We all know that this is connected. Okay? No more kids. I wanted to say I wanted to say not thank you. I wanted to say no. You know, I just like, no, when I'm off, I like to do my own thing, but they got me. So I'm going to babysit for my grandkids, in a minute. Now, let me tell you, somebody is live. Somebody's live. So like I said, I'm going in a few minutes. I was going to end in an hour anyway if didn't nobody jump on the platform, and I'm going to go watch them. Now, I could be getting cussed out somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. That's the funniest thing. It don't matter to me. Long as you don't step in my yard, call me all the names you want to, drag me for days. Don't come to my yard. I'm gonna tell y'all a story and then I'm gonna leave. So I used to work at this place, right? And I used to have to do statistics for kids. And I used to have to make sure that their shots and stuff was up to date, their dental was up to date and stuff. And they real stickler about that. And in fact, I received 3 awards from 3 different campuses because I did my job so well. But that's neither here or then. I just want y'all to know. So the kids was rough. I had never seen kids like that because my kids wasn't raised like that. And then we were in a different demographic area. So we lived a little different. So the kids were a little different. So, this area is rough around here. So, I had a lot of kids calling me bees and stuff like that. And my mother go come up here and do this. And then I had the mothers calling, you won't let my kid in school, because they don't have their shop. You need to do this and do that. Oh, my daughter been telling me how mean you are and did it. Not mean, just firm and stern, right? So let me tell you what the mother did. The mother called me one time. Yeah, B, this is you. I said, yes, this is me. I'll be up there today. I'll be up there, and I'm going to kick your A. My daughter can't go to school. And then you have to sign this paperwork when children with ADHD or ADH, you have to sign some paperwork for them to get disability. And a lot of people play on that. It's a cycle in some demographic areas. It's a cycle. The mother's on SSI, the kids on SSI, and the kids. It's hard to break some vicious cycles, right? So I wouldn't sign some of the papers because I said, no, that's not what's taking place. I don't see that behavior. That's not my observation. So I'm not going to sign what you want me to sign. And then when your kid tell me, yeah, my mother told me to act this way because she's trying to get money for me so I could get a check, I'm definitely not going to sign your paperwork because you should not attach that name to your child because that goes on throughout life. If they really need the help, a special IEP or something like that for behavior or academics, then I can do the right thing. But you're not going to force me to sign papers because you want to get a check for your child because your ass don't want to work, right? And that's more income for you. So the lady called me and I'm going to cuss you out and I'm going to meet you outside and you this, be this. Ever since you've been at here, you've been doing this. Kids been being put out of school because I was doing my job, right? So make a long story short, because I could go on and on. So the bell was ringing and I was getting ready to go. And I went to my supervisor, the principal, and said, listen, this is what took place. I got threatened this and this, but I want to tell you this. If that person comes up here and attempt to do anything to me, I'm going to defend myself so you can have this job. Ain't no turn no other cheek. Ain't no let somebody hit you because it's rough over there Fate Yaya is rough over in that area, right? You know. So anyway, I told her, I said, I'm going to defend myself and you can take this job and do whatever you need to do with it. I said that to say this. You could say whatever you want. You could make whatever threats you want. Just don't come to my property. Don't approach me somewhere because I'm going to defend myself. And I'm not a punk. I'm not a punk. And I don't walk empty handed. Just keep that in mind. So all the threats and all that, they could do whatever they want. They could cuss me. They could do whatever they want. Is not going to change who I am and who I come down here and present to y'all because this is who I really am. You see me, right? I don't have to put on all that fake stuff because this is who I am. So, anywho, I said that to say this. So let them make all the videos they want. Let them cuss me out. Let them do whatever they want. Just don't come in my personal space. And we all have personal space. I've been taking care of my mom. I miss you. I hope baby girl's still running the show. Oh, okay. I think she's talking to someone. You are more than welcome, Aisha. Oh, prayers for Aisha. Definitely. Pray for speedy recovery and your healing. Child, all my kids have ADHD. I have ADHD. We get it from my dad because all my siblings have it too. None of us have gotten checks for anything. I have ADHD. I tell people that all the time. I ain't got a check for nobody. I don't get a check for me, but you can. And so it's a game for some people. They know how to beat the system and they want you to be part of the game. I don't do anything that I have knowledge of illegally. I ain't gonna do it for you. I ain't gonna do it for me. I ain't gonna jeopardize nothing for nobody else. So I wouldn't do it. So they were really mad at me. So they took it somewhere else and we had to go to like a little court and everything. Mz.Teavalocity, you need to sign off on that paperwork so some of these beefs. I'm not signing off on nothing. They get what they deserve, but you do get a check. You do get a check for your children if you have documentation and from the doctor and stuff. ADHD is considered a disability, and children do receive compensation for that. Exactly, Jamila. We know. We know we don't play. No, no one's making threat. I'm just saying that's what they tend to do. Threaten you. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna come kick your butt. You over there talking about me. You this and that, and they start dragging you. I don't let that bother me. Hard to find people to work in the school system. Yep, and I said that's it for me. That's it for me. Those people was coming hard, and that particular area, the kids are rough because the parents are rough. And when they come, they just don't come by themselves. So it's very difficult to do your job when people are trying to scam and you're trying to, do the right thing. That's anyway. Hey, just Andrea. Hey, baby. Andrea, you look nice. I see you lost a lot of weight and that red jumpsuit is sexy, girl. Good morning. Hey, Doreen is blessed. I spoke to you the other day. Hey, baby girl. I hope you are feeling well. You guys, we have 5 more minutes. I'll drop this link one more time. But like I said, there's a lot going on. And you guys want to stay abreast of what's going on. We enjoy the entertainment. I'm going to get prepared for my grandchildren, but I'll try to be around, but I'm going to work on my grandchildren. Bossy, these kids be cutting up. I went to sit for my oldest daughter class to help her out. Baby, when I left that school, I had to straight to bar. Oh, I headed straight to the bar. I don't see how my baby does it. It has to be God. You know what? I have never seen so many kids with the level of disrespect than these kids here. But again, remember I said it's a vicious cycle and it's hard to break sometimes, especially when you can't get outside your community and you used to that type of dynamics, in the family, in the community. It is what it is. I have never heard so many kids, and I'm talking about from 3 years old, call me so many bees. But I knew when their parents called me that they had got it from their mama. That's where they got it from. So I can't be mad at them. They are an example of their household, their parents. That's what's being taught to them. I was called so many names. I told my kids, I can't believe kids talk like that. She said, yeah, Ma. My daughter and son said, these people are rough. They are real rough. Good morning, Sassy. What's up, baby? How are you? She said they are real rough over here. I said, yeah, I can't, but because I had traveled and my children, was born in different places and I've lived a different type of lifestyle, my hope for them and my desire for them is that they would create a program. And I know that TC and TCHBCU Queen and I talked about some stuff. But we definitely need to have a program that pay for these kids to go study abroad in different areas, in different demographic areas. Let me slow down. We need to show them something different. We really do. Kids need to be shown an array of things so they could culturally develop, but they could develop in other cultures as well, seeing other cultures. Because I've never seen that. Many kids that young call me so many B's and, want to get physical and fight the teachers and stuff. They're angry. They're very, very angry. They traumatized. They are living in some hostile situations. And sometimes we can't see it. If it's not brought directly to the school, you can't see it, But I mean, I've never seen nothing like that, baby. They cuss me bad. They cuss me bad. Thank you, Bossy Don Diva, for your support, baby, and stopping by. This new generation of kids, they ain't never scared. If I were a teacher, I assure you, y'all would see me on the news because I've had to fight someone's child. Yeah, it's sad. My hope for them and my desire for them is that we get a program where we take some of these kids out of certain demographic areas and take them somewhere else and allow them to stay there a week and see how other people live and see how life can be. Thank you. And how life can be, because it's more than what they see. So they only live what they see. We can't get mad at them because they only live what they see. That's why they say the village is so important. It is, but we don't have a village. Vacation every year at least. Yes, and some of these people, let me tell you, some of these kids had lived in the DMV area, and they have never been down to the museum or the library. They have never been off of their blocks. That's sad. They have never explored real culture. That's kind of sad. But it is what it is. I hopefully will get some stuff in there and they able to go and study abroad and go to different places, and see different things. And so it gives them a better opportunity to develop a different lifestyle than what they know. Because what they know is not the correct lifestyle for them, but is what they know, right? So I'm going to get ready to, I've been here, Al. Lord, 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 they literally living in a war zone. You already know it. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. I know I have, in my case, being over in, a certain area, is bullet holes in the school when the kids come out, is, they shooting, they fighting, they sitting on the, it's just sad. It's sad. And I guess it's really sad when you see a different life. Like I said, I've been around the world and I see that you can live a different lifestyle than what these people are accustomed to. That's why I hope we get some programs back in there. My principal will pat our butts. Now everything, no, you can't touch no kids now. You can't even say nothing to them. And it's so sad. We always fighting against that, telling the child the right thing, correcting them at the right time, the proper way. You have someone come in and, don't say nothing to them kids. Girl, just leave them kids alone. Don't even say nothing to them. Their mother is crazy. She gonna come up here. She gonna do. That shouldn't be the case, but that is the case. Aisha, in how in life can you learn different things from different? My auntie taught me something different from same with grandma. Yeah. They're stuck in the house and on a computer. That's like a jail cell. Ooh, that's true. Like with Jamila, that part. And I still would. And let me tell you something, the computers have really taken over too. But then when you look at the bigger picture, and I always tell you, is a reason for everything. is doing exactly what the people who designed it to do. They always make something sound good, but it's not always good for us. You guys, y'all ready to get out here? I'm going to drop this link just one more time. I was not going to let anyone come over here and redirect my course. So I wanted to stay on task here this morning. That's why I ain't do no link dropping early. If children are disrespectful, does not respect authority, physics, etc., the problem begins at home. Yep, in my opinion, all K-12 education should be given each student background files to include disciplinary issues. Yeah, they do. They try to, but you say every student. They don't do every student. They just see students that they deem as behavior and academic problems. That's all. Mixology, yeah. The problem is these kids really don't have grandmas, or most aunts and uncles are partnering with the nieces and nephews. And a lot of these people have, a lot of parents are young and they trying to be their children's friend. Now something is going on. Anytime I don't see my diva in here, baby, she over there. She over there getting the intel. She gonna call me. She'll let me know. You guys, we gonna get ready to get out. Hi, Mary Williams. It's very good. I normally make cold chai tea because hot chai tea was breaking my bottom. I don't know what it is, but it was something I was drinking. Hold on. It was breaking my lips out, so I had to go cold. Hold on, baby. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Hi. Girl, I see you with your shorts, y'all. Make sure y'all support Mixology shorts. Your shorts be good. Those glasses you was wearing banging. The heart
Oh, thank
one.
you. Those my Valentine's glasses.
So cute, Monty. Those glasses were so cute. I know I thumbs up there if I didn't leave a comment. Oh, you cooking breakfast. Okay, Diva. But yeah, I love those glasses. You look so cute. That makeup was nice too. You guys,
Thank you.
go ahead.
Thank you.
What you want to add to the
Um,
conversation, Mama?
what I wanted to say was about the village. I learned different things by visiting different households. What go on in my household don't go on in other households, right?
Yeah.
So even if you can't travel or you don't travel, you could still
You
explain
Borging.
to your children.
You sound you
Oh,
driving, aren't you? You
yeah.
driving, Monty?
Hold on. Let me
Okay.
try. Let me try this because this works sometimes. Hold on.
Okay.
Is that better?
That's better. Damn, now she dropped. Yeah, a lot of people are homeschooling their children too, Aisha, because they don't like what's going on in the public schools. They are homeschooling their children. She didn't only drop her sound and drop, she dropped off here. She'll be back. She'll be back. Hey, what's going on, DC? Here she is. She back. Okay, cut your camera off, baby, if you want to. There you go, daughter.
Okay. Is that better?
That's better, way better.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
DC.
Okay. What I was saying is I learned different things by visiting different houses, right? And my
Mm-hmm.
mom was a kind of mother, you know, I couldn't go anywhere, just anywhere. She
Mm-hmm.
had to know the people. She had to know what went on around there. But like for example, I was raised where you take your shoes off right when you get to the door.
Yes, they don't do
Some
that.
people, yeah, some people walk around their house in shoes, right? So I think it's important that you take your kids places with you spend time with them around other people, and you explain to them what they
Mm-hmm.
seeing and what's not gonna happen, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand when people make excuses and say, the children, um, they're emulating their parents. No, my child know at 6 year old she cannot emulate me. I'm an adult. It's consequences to her actions and my actions as well. So, for example, since she can't curse and she knows she can't curse, I curse like a sailor. Now she's starting to text me like, "Oh, you cursing?" You know what I mean? So I'm, as a
Um,
parent, I'm trying to get better because I don't want her to have a potty mouth. True, but
mhm.
she knows right from wrong, and that's because as a parent, I explained to her that's an adult word. That's an adult beverage. You don't just go picking
Mhm.
up people cups because you never know what's
Right,
in their
right.
cup. You teach them young. You don't wait till they older to start teaching them. I explain everything to my daughter. And if she asks me a question, even if it's uncomfortable for me, I explain it to her where she understands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might not get all in depth about certain things, but
Mm-hmm.
kids are naturally curious.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to feed their curiosity one with age appropriate things,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
also if they see something that's not age appropriate and they question you, it's not because I said so. It's not do as I say, not as I do. It's time for an explanation and it's time for a lesson. I think a lot of the times we as an adult we explain things away in ways that children don't understand, right?
Right.
And so then they get away from you and they get to quote unquote emulating you. You
Right.
have to teach them, and I that's why I always wanted to be in early childhood development because I understand some parents don't know how to develop certain skills in their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not their fault. They're not a teacher, and it's not their
Mm-hmm.
passion, right?
Um,
But yeah, we as adults, we as parents, we as the village, you see something, you say something. The kids that come to my house, they already know. Monty gonna call us out on our ish, so don't come
mm-hmm.
over here with that. You know what I mean?
That's true,
And
but
like
mhm.
same thing on YouTube. When we come over here, we act a certain way because of you and how you set your rules and how you implement it and follow it too,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I mean, sometimes we as adults, I think we confuse our kids with the do as I say, not as I do, because I said so, and they don't understand that. So
Yep,
what they do is they mock the behavior that they see.
exactly. Hey,
But
Andrea.
I dare,
Oops, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I'm sorry, I dare a 3-year-old to curse me out. I'm just
Well, I'm
saying.
just telling you how it was acceptable, but you got to remember what's acceptable. It was
Right.
acceptable. You could cuss her out. Hey, Jess Andrea, what's happening, baby?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
My parents didn't, they always like said do something, but they never explained why. So when I had kids, I wanted to talk to my kids and explain why I'm telling them no, why this is because I always felt like my parents, I would ask why my mom just said because I'm the boss, and I used to hate that. And so,
Yeah.
yes, because and she was from the old school, so I get it. But I wanted to talk to my children and tell them, and then at the same time is, um, I keep them occupied. We in sports activities. They only get 2 hours of computer,
Mhm.
and I know what they're
There
doing
you go.
online. They only get 2 hours of computer. We have cheerleading, we have sports, we have on Saturday we have sports all day, and so I keep them occupied with an activity, and so they won't be have a because when I don't mind and sitting at home doing nothing, you're gonna have a problem, and so
Mhm.
um, I just do that, and I learned from my parents I didn't want my kids. I didn't want to tell them no and then explain why this and my remember my mom my daughter was my mom's house and she said no and she was like mom but she didn't tell me why and I said because that's
Oh,
grandmama
different. Yeah.
she it's a difference
Mhm.
I'm a new school mom and so I was just telling my mom that my mom was like I don't answer to no kids
Kids,
so,
yeah. Y'all remember, so we learning. See how
yeah
we learn
Yeah.
is a different generation.
you,
However, Monty, I'm going to go back to Regina because I wanted to elaborate on this point. She says she disagreed with you that part of parents don't know how to teach their children certain things because it's not their passion. I kind of was going to disagree. I was going to disagree on that too, Monty. because you do know how to teach your children.
Yeah.
You may not know how to teach them, academics and certain schools.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I didn't
baby.
mean.
I know.
I didn't mean. I didn't mean mannerisms. I didn't mean mannerisms.
Right. There you go. We was. You gotta.
Yeah.
No.
So okay. I let me clarify. I mean mathematics. I mean, reading, writing, arithmetic. Okay. For me, I love math. I love science. I handle that kind of homework with my kids. My husband likes history and English, right? So we work within our passion and within our wheelhouse as far as like academics. But when it comes to manners, some people don't have manners. How you teach a child manners when you don't have none yourself?
But that's it. Because that's what I said. They are following the cycle of their parents, what their parents know. And in most cases, if you're ignorant adult and you handling things in certain situations, you're just showing your kids and you perpetuating a bad behavior for them because you're displaying a bad behavior, and it's just a cycle. That's why it's so important that we take kids out of some of their areas and take them somewhere else where it can help them to balance and pick and choose a better lifestyle. They only know this lifestyle, so we can't fault them for living the lifestyle. So I agree. Let me go to a point that Jamila, Monty, this was you. And I want to talk about this right quick. Hold on. You were saying there's too many young teachers, right?
No.
Wait, somebody was saying there's too many young teachers in the school. Didn't y'all see that? Well, anyway, somebody said they have too many young teachers. Oh, wait.
Yeah, when I grew up, most of the teachers.
It's like
when I grew up, most of the teachers were 40 and over. You know what I'm saying? Like they were older than my mother, or maybe my mom age. It wasn't anyone that we looked at as a peer. And I could say when I got closer, to high school, the gap kind of started, closing up a little bit. But for me, I think what it is we taking a lot of control too from the disciplinarians.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the authority figures, period, right? But I'm not saying we should go ahead and say, all right, let's bring back the paddle in school. But for example, I'm gonna use myself for example. My daughter got into a fight at school. The girl was picking on her, and I told my daughter, tell the teacher, if the teacher don't do anything and the girl keep picking on you and they end up in a fight, at least you told, initially, right? So when it all came down, I said, why don't we call the parent of the other child, bring them in and have a parent-teacher conference so we can have some kind of resolution. Instantly, the principal's like, oh, no, we don't do that no more. And I said, no more? What you mean? Like, that's always been the thing. You bring the parents in and we kind of come to some kind of resolve. And he said, no, because the parents end up fighting in the parent-teacher conference. I said, oh, okay. So they won't even do that. But they don't even facilitate. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it don't even teach the kids conflict resolution in school.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where we supposed to be learning different life skills to apply, we can't even do that. We can't even teach our kids to be adults in a quote unquote professional environment. It's sad.
It is very sad. Andre, you want to add something? Oh, you want to add something to that? You guys, yes. I got to get my grandkids.
Okay, so yes, I wanted to tell you about a Spirit airline employee was beat up by a mother and a daughter. And so if it's not taught at home, and the mama is doing something, and see what the daughter is doing, so she following what the daughter is, the daughter is following what the mother doing. So it all starts at home. It all starts at the children. The children are you're the first responders, and so it all starts at home. And you have to teach your children respect people, keep your hands off kids, and it all starts at home. I think the mother and the father are the first teachers, and so everything belongs on me. Okay, and I have to take the accountability. And that's why when I send my kids out to school, I have a conversation with them. You know how to go to school to behave yourself. You know how to go to school to respect people. And so it all starts at home.
Gotcha.
That's how I feel. And I'm still from the old school. I still gonna, you're gonna get punished. You'll get your computer taken away. It'll be early bedtime. You won't be getting no ice cream and everybody else getting some because you got in trouble at school. It all starts at home.
Here goes something for us, a question, lady. Here comes my mindful thought. I love your mindful thoughts and your questions. Thank you so much, Regina, for being Regina M. Does a person that others consider ignorant, remember y'all, ignorant simply not knowledgeable or something, know they lack certain qualities if they were never introduced to and or taught? Absolutely. That's a great question. You're right. Some people are just ignorant to certain things, and not ignorant in a derogatory way, but they simply just don't know.
And that comes with your village, who you with. Because if I don't know something, my friends that I've been friends for almost 25 years, they gonna say, Drea, that no, you ain't doing that right, girl. Do it this way. Okay, so that's the village that you hang around, the people that's in your corner for you. They're gonna help you.
But Andrea, this is what we're saying. Right now, we don't have the unity of a village anymore because people are not able to correct you. I remember when I was a kid, I was cussing. And I was at my grandma's house, and my grandmother was saying what they call a safe, saying Holy Ghost filled. She didn't play that, right? But the neighbor next door got a hold to me, and she said, "Come here." She said, "I'm gonna put soap in your mouth. You're using words like that, whatever." I remember, and I ran back to my grandmother, and my grandmother did just as such, put soap in my mouth for cussing. So it was like the lady was going to correct me right there. My grandmother was not going to go against her correcting my ill behavior. But nowadays, you can't do that because the parents want to come out and fight you. And that's the problem. We have lost, the community have lost the unity and the village. And now kids are running rampant because I believe if we were still able to be a big village and a part of children's lives, going back to Regina said, back to her question, this will answer this as well. Perhaps what the mother don't know, the village will know and will help to teach the mother as well.
So well, I mean, I do agree with that. But, at my two sons was outside throwing rocks. I told them don't throw rocks. They threw a rock at my neighbor. My neighbor came to me. She showed it on the video. I asked my two sons. They lied to me. And I told them this. I said, if I watch the video and y'all see you throwing rocks, you're going to be in trouble. I watched the video. The neighbor showed me. And I knew she wasn't lying. And I had to pay for that $250 window.
Oh,
And my sons lost their allowance for 2 months.
Yeah, it's consequences to ill behavior. Yes. But in some places, Andrea, it's not consequences because, like they said, the parents do the same thing.
Yes, I'm saying I'm a little different. If somebody comes and tell me that my son done something, I'm gonna ask my son for once, and if he lied to me, he's gonna be in more trouble. And I ask my boys, don't lie, just tell me the truth. Okay, they lied. Okay, they got in trouble and they lost their allowance.
Exactly, there's consequences. But okay, that's you, baby. Go ahead. Hey, Sugar Wooger, you want to turn your camera?
Hey. Oh, it don't matter.
I know it don't matter.
I don't care. I don't be tripping.
Go ahead, baby.
Look, I come on in my pajamas with my bed head. I don't be tripping on that stuff. Well, I was gonna say I had something. Andrea said something that I personally disagree with because I know that we as parents we like to take on the responsibility of what our children do, but we could teach our children right from wrong. It's really their choice. It's up to them on what they do. So, as a parent, I can't say it's all my fault if my child do something wrong. Will I hold my child accountable? Will I teach my child? Will they have consequences? Absolutely. But if I tell my child, let's just say, for example, I tell my child at 16, don't go out drinking, and they go drinking, that's not my fault that they chose to drink. I told them not to do it. They made the decision. So a lot of the times, I think as parents, we harder on ourselves than we should be. You know, yes, it
Yeah.
is our responsibility to teach them. It is our responsibility to hold them accountable. But we can't take on what they choose to do. If they choose to end up being a serial murderer,
Mm-hmm.
you taught your child that, and that's your responsibility. No, it's not. That's on your child. They have their own mind and they
Mm-hmm.
control themselves. I learned really early on as a parent. I don't get to control what they do.
Exactly. But you know
You
what?
But
know,
I
You
don't get
made a
control.
good
I don't get to
point.
control with my
You
son.
made
I
it.
don't get to control with my son and my daughter do. But at the end of the day, if they're under 18, that is my responsibility because they live in my
it
house and
is
I
your
pay the
response.
bill. So
Absolutely.
That's what
And
you're
I
so
agree
saying.
but
with that.
when my child when my son is about to be 24 next month and my daughter 25, they grown. They do what the hell they want to do, and every decision they make is on them, not on me. But
Right.
the ones who living under my roof that I'm still is under 18, that's my responsibility. So if
That
they out there doing bad crime, that's my responsibility because he should have been in the house with me. That's my responsibility. He should know where he at. Okay, not I should know where my son is at if he's under 18 at all times. It's
okay,
my
but
responsibility because he's under my
yeah,
roof. If
yeah,
he ain't under
exactly.
my roof, it ain't my responsibility
But
because
but
when
but now,
grown folks and grown folks.
but you know, Andre
Yeah,
and
I
Miss
still agree to disagree with that because I know my mom
okay.
was a very strict parent. She
Mm,
had such a tight hold on me that I knew how to play her. I knew how to maneuver to get to do what I wanted to do, knowing it wasn't right. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So,
my daddy didn't
you
play
know,
that. I feared
my
my
mama
daddy.
didn't play it neither.
I
Trust me,
feared my
I
daddy,
suffered.
so I feared my daddy, so he didn't play that.
I still fear my mama. I
Mm-hmm,
still fear my mama. You know what I'm saying? I still
mm-hmm,
don't curse in front of my mom or like that. I'm
mm-hmm,
41 years old. I'm a
mm-hmm,
grown woman. My mama lived with me. I
mm-hmm,
respect my mama to the fullest. But
mm-hmm,
as a child
mm-hmm,
and as a teenager, it's in
mm-hmm,
your nature to go against what you are taught. And I'm just saying, you know, as a parent, it's our responsibility to hold them accountable. But I
mm-hmm.
remember lying to my mama to get to do what I wanted to do. And if I got in trouble, that don't fall on her because she didn't know where I was at. She thought she knew where I was at, but I wasn't there. I was
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else. You know,
Well,
so I knew who name to throw out. I'm gonna go over to so and so house today, mom. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well I'm calling her to tell my girl, I just told my mama I'm coming to your house. So if she called, page me so I could call her back. Like I played games, okay?
okay. Well,
And
my
that's why
parents
my
didn't
kids
play
couldn't
that.
play them games.
My
Yeah,
parents,
my
my
mama
parents,
didn't either.
my mama,
My mama
my
didn't
parents.
either. She didn't know.
But I
You
didn't
know
get
how
wild.
many times after
I didn't get wild until I moved out of my parents' house. I was 22 years old. That's when I got wild. I didn't get wild to act because I knew my daddy was a fool, and he still don't play that right now. My mom was going to heaven, but my daddy didn't play, and he knew who we was all the time. So when I moved out of his house, he told me that's when I got wild.
But Monty did
yeah.
different because she knew how to manipulate it. You know, to work the
And that's
system.
what I'm saying. Everybody, you know, your parents taught you that. They
Mm-hmm.
instilled it in you. My mama taught me and instilled it in me. You
Mhm.
did one thing, I did something different. But is
Yeah.
that my mama fault?
No, it
No,
ain't your
it's not.
mama's fault. But the thing is, I did have a fear of my father because he didn't play, and so that fear made me not do some dumb shit I was gonna get in trouble. So I'm just saying, I just fear my father, and he didn't
I
play.
feared my mama. I knew when I got caught, it was time to pay the piper, and sometimes I wanted to pay the piper just to have a little fun. I'm
Okay,
trying to
let
tell
me,
you.
Yeah.
ladies, let's jump to this one because I'm a believe in this, and I wish that that I would focus more on this, especially with my grandchildren. But some people don't believe in this. But here's a good one: Life with Jamila, 100%. Teach those babies about a higher power.
Oh yeah, I definitely
You
teach
believe
my
in that?
grandson that we read the Bible, and I'm teaching him to pray when he gets we pray now, but when he gets older, I'm going to teach him how to pray and everything. I think that's a instinct to have all the kids know something, the higher power. I
What do
definitely
you?
think that.
Yep. What do you think, Monty?
I definitely teach my daughter in a higher power. I
Mm-hmm.
believe in being a good person overall. So, you know, for me, it's about the kind of person I want her to be, the quality of individual, the quality of her decisions, you know, and not that mommy watching you, daddy watching you, you don't go to hell. You know, I'm not trying to put fear in her like that. I don't want my daughter to grow up with the same trauma and the same issues that I had. You know, a natural regular fear is okay, but I don't want her to have the fear that I had and then go against it. Like, you know, maybe Andrea fear was more of a normal, natural fear. I was definitely afraid of my mom. And then I ended up building up, I don't give a fuck because I knew, because I knew I could take the pain that she was going to give me. You know what I'm saying? You build up a tolerance for anything that you endure, right? My mom ruled with an iron fist. When I tell you anything could be a weapon, anything, a Birkenstock, a belt, you know, it was whatever was within reach, you know, and I don't want to put her under a bad light because my mama raised me in love as well. You know what I'm saying? But I just learned when you dealing with so much, you know, you figure out what pain can you take. I couldn't take the emotional pain. If my mom stopped talking to me, or if my mom was mad at me, like visibly mad at me, that hurt me more than her beating my butt or putting me on punishment. You know what I'm saying? Me disrespecting my mom or disappointing my mom, that hurt me more than the physical pain that she gave me. So when it come down to it, people pick and choose what they could tolerate. And I could tolerate the ass whoopings and the punishments after I had my fun. But I wasn't able to have that fun on my own. I couldn't go to my mom and say, Mom, can I go to a movie with my friend? The answer was always no. No. So when you always hearing no, you make your yeses happen for yourself. And you can rule with an iron fist. You could teach your children right from wrong, but you could also give them a little freedom and a little wiggle room to be children, to be kids, to make mistakes in a safe environment where they're gonna learn from it. You know, a lot of the hard lessons I learned outside of my mama house. You know, so I taught my kids to come to me for everything, and if they couldn't come to me, to go to another adult. Don't go to your friends. Don't go to people, you know, who's learning themselves and learning life too. You know, go to somebody that's established, even if it ain't me. Go to your village, and this is your village. I place people in their life that benefited them. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not literate in everything, right? My best friend, financially stable. I put her in their life. You need some financial advice, you go to your auntie for that. You see what I'm saying?
So you
place I place people in their life to teach them everything they need to know.
Hey, Lady
Period.
Tia. Let me ask y'all something. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. No, I'm done.
Go. No, you ain't done. Go ahead, Sugar Booger.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's why the village is important, right? Because the way you think, the way you see things, everybody don't see it that way. And if you trying to raise up a child that don't see things the way you see things, don't align with your beliefs, even your God, right? How can you tell them that they wrong? You need to put another person in their life that can guide them in the right direction for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, my mom, I was raised Catholic. I didn't end up Catholic. You see what I'm saying? My mama Catholic. She would tell you, we Catholic. No, you're Catholic. I'm not Catholic.
Right. So you can't,
See what I'm saying? So you can't force things onto your children.
Well, I watch you, Monty.
That don't sit right with their spirit.
Monty, I watch you. I know you from behind, we behind the scene. And you, to me, you are a great mother. And you raise your child with, morals and values and character. I hear a little bit, I've heard her. I've talked to her, so I know. And that's a great thing. But like, we all say,
Thank you.
it takes a village to raise a child. And Monty is telling me in her words that she's telling us she picks her village. It's not like the village used to be outside when we go outside. You know what I mean? So that's great. You doing the right thing. You picking your village. So if I don't know this, go over to Auntie Regina. If Aunt Regina don't know this, so you need knowledge about this, go to Auntie Sheila. Go to Uncle so-and-so. So you creating your village like that. So I respect that. And like I said, from what I know of you, you are a great mom. You got a level head. We behind the scenes, baby girl. I have much respect and love for you. Andrea?
The thing is, I love the children. Like, I truly love the children. You know what I'm saying? And being a child that was around so many different kind of people, and not traveling, not getting out of the state much. You know what I'm saying? But I was around different cultures, different people. You know what I'm saying? And I picked up and I learned from everybody. Like, these kids, they a little more hard-headed than we were, but I was a watcher. I was one of the ones I watch more than I talk, more than I, engage, right? But I do engage. So that's the thing. I like to watch people. I like to see how it work out for them. If it work out for them, then I'm like curious. Hey, how'd you do that? If it don't, then I just keep it moving. Like, yep, that didn't work out for them. I learn from others as well. I don't have to make all the mistakes for myself.
Andrea,
but I appreciate you, and I learn from you too. So, I call you Mama. Look, I call you Mama Tiva for a reason.
I learned from you too.
Yeah, thank you.
We have mutual respect. Like I told you, I talk to Monty behind the scenes. Y'all can say what y'all want. I talk to her behind the scenes. I know she's a good person. That's my baby. Just Andrea.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to get ready to get out of here. I got to get ready for my grandchildren. Oh, God. Why do you say yes?
Yes, I'm going to tell you why. My grandson is here. He said he's here.
See, I'm going to tell you why I think I sucker, for my grandkids and I cave in. Because when my children and I when they were coming up, I didn't have family around me. I lived in different areas. I was far away from my family. We traveled, with the military. So I know what it is to want somebody to watch your kids.
Right.
And you don't have anyone. So that's why I think I cut them a break sometime, because I know what it is to want to get out and you have your children. I was the type of mom, and my husband, we had to take our kids everywhere until I moved back to the United States. And I met, a group of loving friends and stuff like that, trusted friends. And then they say, we want to go to Auntie something. My son, my youngest son, my best friend, who I tell you like a sister to me, she had him a lot of his young adult, like his young life, because she helped me a lot because he loved his auntie Deb. He loved to go to Auntie Deb's. The two older ones, I had to do it all with them. If we go,
I have 7 siblings, so I have 7 siblings, and I have cousins, and so my mom and her sister always move together. So I have 7 siblings, and I got my cousins, and I got my own village that I've been friends since I was 25 years old. So we all come together and help each other. So that's how I'm able to do it. But my daughter don't only have me and her grandfather and her father. So I don't mind watching the baby. He's a little bit. He's a sweet baby, so he don't bother me. I could put him, give him a bottle, put him to sleep, honey. He'll be just fine.
Oh, that's that age. But no. And you know what? Here's the funniest thing, and y'all don't think I'm a bad grandma. I don't want to deal with little babies. I'd rather have my grandkids at their age now. Yep. That I could communicate with. Yeah. I need you to go sit down. Go over there.
You know what? I don't really like babies either. I don't really like babies either. I don't really like babies either. But he's my grandchild, so I'm gonna do it. But I understand. Yeah. I don't take no kids that got at least 5 years old. I get what you're saying. I understand. I don't like, but the baby, I'm good. It's like I tell my daughter, she's like, Mama, how you get him to do this? How you get him to be quiet? Because it's natural to me. I raised you and your brother, so this ain't nothing new.
So I'm opposite. Give me the baby 0 to about 10 years old. When they really start getting their own thoughts and minds and talking about they don't want to, they gotta go to their parents. I don't deal with kids that don't want to. You gotta want to do whatever I say. Period.
Well, you
and
have
do
a
it with
good,
a
you have
smile.
a good, y'all have a good evening. I will talk
You
to y'all
too.
later. Okay.
Good morning, girl.
Good morning.
Recording yesterday evening. No.
yeah.
Thank
Good
you
morning in
always.
California. Okay.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
baby. Have a good one. And that smooches to you. Mixology. I love you very much. Know you, my girl. You my girl. You my girl.
Yes.
God, you know what? You got to come back on here because I don't want you to play like you don't see what's going on. And one day, we talk about this.
Oh no, I see.
But this is crazy. My side note: we all have to continue to be mindful, especially towards the children. Let us remember that not all children have homes or biological. It all starts with understanding. I love this, Regina.
I love Regina.
I love Regina.
Be on point. She be
Girl,
on
Regina
point.
is my mind.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
good
happy.
Mind.
Look.
Great mind.
Good mind. But not only that, she throws she's the yin to the yang type thing when you are hosting and you are, engaged in the conversation. Regina always come back with that other side. Well, what about this? Like a devil's advocate, or she makes us think. Because now this right here is deep, because in the area that I'm surrounded by, a lot of the grandparents are raising their children because their biological parents aren't there. A lot of foster parents, a lot of drug addicted, alcohol addicted parents, and all that, remember, incorporates into a child's upbringing and behavior, and where a child's going to go with that. But I got to get ready. Oh, thank you so much. I want to say something about DC Kool-Aid and Lisa before I leave. I wish I had all those people here. I don't know if she want me to say it. DC, do you want me to say it? What you think, what I want to say about you and Lisa? Congratulations. They knew grandparents too. Well, I don't know if y'all know them. DC, is it good to say it? Well, I don't know. But check out DC and, oh gosh, she left. I don't know if I should say it, but I'm going to say it because I think she said it in here. Yep. Okay. So let me tell you, if you play bingo and I know it's legit because me and Diva in there, we used to be in there every Friday. She has a legit bingo where you will get paid through your Cash App, but now she's saying Vimo or something. I don't have that, but we do go over there. Queen Diva was modding over there, and I go over there and play bingo. So if you're interested in playing a legit bingo and getting your money, Lisa and bingo, DC Lisa and DC Kool-Aid and Lisa has a bingo on site. So check out their site. Hey, no pressure. I'm about to get out here. Please take time to red ball it. Huh? Huh?
Can you share them out when they do the bingo so I can see it?
Queen Diva, can you go grab their link right quick? Yeah, they have legit bingo too. We win money. Mm-hmm.
Well, I love you and I appreciate you. I'm about to go back to work.
Go ahead, sugar. We're gonna have a great day at work. Bye-bye. Love you much, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There it is. Okay, Regina went and grabbed it. That's DC Kool-Aid and Lisa channel, and they do vlogs and they do talking. Lisa has some good topics. A lot of times, you guys, I really work a lot, and I work 12-hour days. If you don't see me in your chat, sometimes I'm just in the clouds. And the reason why I don't always jump down is because I don't want people to think that I'm disrespecting them by not speaking back. A lot of times people will be speaking to me and I done left. I'm just in my earpiece, and so it's no disrespect, charge it to my head. I always say not my heart, because I don't have time to individually speak to everybody. So I hang up in the clouds and just watch. Okay. With that being said, you guys, we gonna get ready to get out of here. Yeah, Regina on top of her job. That's my baby girl. Thank you, Regina, for being who you are. Thank you, Queen Diva, Jamila, my gemologist. I appreciate y'all so much. don't worry, we gonna get at a level where we start getting paid around this joint soon. I am 1,900 subscribers or 1,892, so I am growing, you know. And remember, you guys, over here we do our own thing. We don't worry about what nobody doing. We don't care what nobody gonna say about Mz.Teavalocity. Y'all don't have to worry about. Don't ever go out and windmill or whatever. I'm good over here because I'm a strong woman. I know who I am, and I never allow people to challenge me, who I am. I know who I am. I am unapologetically me. I know I say that a lot, but I want you to know that I mean that. So if someone disagrees with me, and I know this is the beef sector, and they want to make 100 videos, let them make 100 videos and get paid off of it. But I'm not gonna. You wouldn't make no money off me unless people are just cash app and a super chatting you for dragging, because I'm not gonna beef back, because I can do that, right? Okay. With that being said, y'all, let's have an awesome day. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna say my closing, and then we will get out of here. This music go pretty loud when I do my closing, but if your king's crown is crooked, help us straighten it out. King's crown is crooked. Help us straighten it out. Speak life and wisdom into your princesses and your princes. Our joint heirs, they are future. They are looking to inherit something other than stress, mess, and drama. I hope we all are still trying to find ways to create generational wealth. Hopefully, we all are doing that. And like always, be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone. A simple, hello, how are you? You look gorgeous in that dress. I love that tie, sir. You have a beautiful smile. Can I give you a couple of dollars? Enjoy lunch on me. I'll pay for that coffee. Oh, let me grab that door. I'll carry these groceries. It doesn't take much to bless someone. You just know that it's not just a monetary thing. It's simple words and acts of kindness. It doesn't take much. Make sure y'all continue to try to bless someone. I will see y'all. Thank you, Aisha, so much. Thank you, my gemologist. You have an amazing day. I'll see you on the love the chat today. Have a good weekend. Kiss the babies for me. All right. Okay, I know who you are. I know who you are. All right, thank you. I know who you are. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you. Let's get ready to get out of here. Let's get ready to get out of here.